Welcome back again, everybody, with the Cup Series this time. BSBL Cup Series, the eesmal 500, race day number 4. As we get set for solos number 1. Countdown already underway, 27 seconds till we're going to be racing at snowy slopes. We've raced here once, right? I think we raced here once in the junior series. My mind serves me correct. About to get underway for the first race of the day for Cup. Here's a Shadow Sartex in the 78. Blue Fox was racing. That's a nice scheme. Canoe and RC Cola. See the other drivers that are in here in just a little bit. 11 out of 12 drivers. We're missing one. I don't know who that is, but green flag is off either way. At snowy slopes. Alex for Newcom going to up the banking. I don't think this makes you go faster, but it sure does look cool. They had to actually bank into to BBR map. That's just fun. Side by side with him and Krabats in the 54. Canoe in the 7. Shadow Sartex in the 78. That was 5 wide for the lead for a second. Here's Rago in the M&M's 25. Tuna Fish. You know, I applaud this man's dedication. Just about an hour or about 2 hours ago-ish, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, this guy was doing an F4 race. I believe he finished 7th. I think he finished 7th in there. Congrats to him in that. But just recently, this man was in an F4 race. Now he's battling out in BSBL Cup Series, trying to bring another win home, help Vovo in the team standings. Here's Litme in the 4 Performance 21. Oh, for Culver's in the 99 in the Culver's 17. Don't see our 12th driver. Here's Isaac. That's a Trackhouse Ganassi. Up Dragon Slayer. This is an RC Cola. She's joined late, and maybe if she spawns a car right now, she might be able to catch up. It doesn't look like she has, though. So probably going to have no points for RC Cola this race. Dragon Slayer joined a bit too late. The server is full. Killer Motorsports can't join. We already have an RC Cola driver. Oh, do we? Where's the other RC Cola in here? Oh yeah, Canoe. Duh. RC Cola with Canoe. The server is full. Who was holding up the server? Somebody was. Was Dragon holding up? It might have been Dragon. I don't know how long Dragon's been sitting there. But if it is, then Dragon was holding up the server. It's going to be a penalty for her and RC Cola. That continues. And it's deemed that it was indeed holding up the server. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So, yeah, the one driver missing is Killer Motorsports. The server is indeed full. And Dragon is racing. Nope, this is actually not. This is Nathan Kagura. Killer Motorsports driver that should have been here. Yeah, talk about maybe using the glitch to catch up. I honestly think even if you did use the glitch, it would not be enough time for you to catch up in before the end starts. So that's rough for our Killer Motorsports. Kagura will be receiving compensation, both for him and the team. I believe it'll be 10 points, so I think it'll be 10 points. Or 8. Probably would be 8, because that would be midfield, which would be the equivalency of 6th. So that's not horrible. It's not bad. Decent amount of points for Killer Motorsports. So even though they won't be able to finish this race, they'll get some compensation for that more than likely. Probably penalty on the way for RC Cola if it's deemed that Dragon was holding up the server. Now back focusing on the race at hand. Alex was in the lead. Gets shuffled out. Big push from Litme to Shadow Sartex. He goes in the wall. Side by side with Litme and the Canoe. Canoe takes the top now. And here's Tuna Fish. Looking for P1. And he's going to do it. As more runs come from behind. M&M's 25 for Rago. Once again, as I said yesterday, very nice M&M scheme. Probably the nicest one I've seen in this league. And Tuna Fish, which is based off of a BTC scheme, British Touring Car Championship. Have yet to actually take an actual look at the real life British Touring Car scheme that he's based this off of. But that's what his scheme is for. And yeah, I know at the bottom it looks like they're about to finish, but they're not. It's a glitch they still haven't fixed with this track. We have a little bit ways to go. You can see it maybe in the distance over here. A little bit. We've got another 30 or so seconds until we end. 3-car breakaway for the lead. Funny Isaac for Trackhouse Ganassi in first. Litme for Performance second, and Rago in third. A little further back in the pack. That's weird. It says O is third, but he's not. He's running. I think he's running 9th or 10th. All right, coming to the finish. Big run from Gesser with DoorDash. Haven't talked about much him this race. Oh, everybody's got a run. Alex sideways. Isaac sideways. Rago is going to win. He held him off. Congrats to him. Haven't seen staying up front work very often, but he's able to do it for his team. Gets a win. First win of the day. Rago Racing, second Canoe, third Crabats, fourth Gesser, fifth Darkness Raptors, 6-0, 7th Libme, 8th Alex, and last points pay position is Funny Isaac. 2 drivers not getting points is Shadow Sartex and Tuna Fish, who finishes 10th and 11th, respectively. And Kagura will be getting 6 points, I believe, if the server was full and Kagura could not get in. The Rago. Getting it done early on in Solos 1. Oops, should put that back up. And I know, Rago, I haven't updated your number yet. I will get around to that next week for the races. Mighty Chris races Solos 2. Alright, sure. I thought I was supposed to race Solos 2, but you've moved me to Solos 3. That's fine. Understood. Now, as you see at the top of your screen, that is updated as of yesterday. You haven't seen this yet. This is brand new. And hey, see, I don't know if Bopo's watching, but you see you're right up there, 10th place. I added your font, your number icon. There's the 12. Yeah, there you go. See, I said I would add it, and there it is, in its glorious fashion. But yeah, that's the updated point standings up there. Ford Performance and Foxbows are tied, 236 and 236. Volvo is very close behind in P3. Little ways further back is Color Racing in P4, and RC Cola rounds out top 5 with 198 points. And the rest of your standings are scrolling on the top of your screen, and driver standings, which are all up to date. Server full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, server is indeed full. Shouldn't be full at all. I mean, we only have 12. How many moderators do we have in the server? Have 1, 2, 3. So 4, kind of. So, I mean, there's room. There's definitely room for people to join, so it shouldn't be clogged up, but we'll make sure we'll get it right this time. There, server got some more space open. Here's Raptors, who has jumped up to P2 in the standings, right behind Darkwings, who is our current points leader. 30-second countdown. I hope we have all 12 drivers. I would not have started that. Yeah, we do. We got all 12. All right. Phantom Vibes in the 11. Who is the 11 base? I asked the same question yesterday, and I'm going to ask it again. Rago Racing. This is a new driver for him. I don't remember seeing him. V-Draft for Trackhouse Ganassi. Dark, our current points leader. Fox Bose. Tezar for DoorDash. That team and him reunite after many seasons apart. He was a previous owner, actually, of DoorDash. Back then, it was named M&M's. Won a Season 5 BSBL Cup Series championship. He hasn't been on that team since Season 5, I believe. It's been a long time. Been 10 seasons. 10 seasons? Is that right? That doesn't sound right. Maybe it is. Oh, wreck. Raptors upside down. Darkwinds also gets a piece of that. And Raptors is going to fall to the back of the pack. Who's a late starter? Is that Color? I think it's Color. Oh, he's just kind of sitting there. Who's in 12th? We have a guy way back here. I'll find him eventually. There it is. Untrustful Pro. That's Newcom. He's a ways back, but he'll catch up before the end. Fast Racer shot out of a cannon. Sauber Motorsports. He goes to the front. That's a beautiful car, Chris. Yep. and you got a face on the front too. Yep, that's a certified Chris car. BSBL's most popular driver this season's Coca-Cola family member. And a majestic car. Oh, he makes contact with Tuna Fish. Tuna Fish upside down on his roof, wrecks in the Kagura, and also wrecks in the Tesla. That's a 4-car wreck. And now they're ways back from the lead-in pack, who is led by Raptors. Again, currently P2 in the stand-ins. Getting some pressure from V-Draft. Excuse me. Who is P5 in the driver's stand-ins for Trackhouse Ganassi. Also, I would like to note, Trackhouse Ganassi has moved all the way up to P6 in the team stand-ins as well. It's a brand new team. It's the only rookie team in the Cup Series this season. Oh, Dark gets turned around. Oh, he saves it. Nice save. So we reach halfway point in this race. Spectating Explosive Katniss, a.k.a. Tezar. Also, a.k.a. him. A lot of contact for third on back. Tezar almost goes on his side. Pancake in the 38. More contact with him and Raptors. Kagura's in the lead. Doesn't like where he is, so he puts himself in the wall. Maxi in the Chicken 60. Now I've had Culver's before. I like Culver's. It's not my favorite fast food restaurant to go to for burgers, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I haven't had their chicken though. Not sure if their chicken's good. Burgers are fine. Kind of put it on the same rack as like Dairy Queen or Wendy's. Not actually below Wendy's. Probably on the same rack as Dairy Queen. Maybe a little better. Who else we got in this race? Tuna Fish, Trustful, Turtle Man. 500 Days of Summer. I saw this scheme last season, and I asked what it was. This is not a love story. This is a story about love. I forgot what it was about, or what the scheme is. 500 Days of Summer. I don't know who that is on the front of that car. Got a lot of chance for Chris in the chat. Again, most popular driver in BSBL. Phantom way out front for Rago. Trying to do the same thing Rago did himself. Stay out front, hold it, and win the race. We approach the end. Pancake gets in the V-Draft a little bit. More contact with him. Dark is in a great position. Gets shoved out of the draft a little bit. He gets turned. Upside down goes him. And also Tezar up on his roof. Pancake with a huge run. Pushes Turtle. Gonna push Trustful. V-Draft. Is Tuna gonna get there in time? He doesn't. V-Draft wins. Tuna Fish second, third Pancake fourth, Turtle Man fifth, Darkness Raptors, Untrustful Pro sixth, seventh is Nathan, eighth Get Out, ninth Fast Racer. Drivers not scoring points is Maxie and Darkwains. And somebody else. I think that was Tezar. Who, they both wrecked at the end. Both, Explosive Katniss and Darkwains. I don't think it was anybody's fault with Darkwains. That just looked to be a racing incident. However, I didn't see the one with Tezar properly. Trackhouse Ganassi, V-Draft. Currently P5 in the standings. That's going to help his case going up further in the points. He gets the win in solos too. Now we head to the city map. This is not Apocalypse. This isn't the quick map. This is just the medium length one. That's also city themed. Here's Freak Bob. Volvo. 3 Rad in the 8 for Newcom. Bopo in the 9. Culvers. Phantom Vibes once again for Arago Racing. Dragon Slayer for RC Cola. Was able to spawn a car. Yee for what does Yee drive for? I knew he drove for Rago. Still drives for Rago. Okay. So there's 2 Ragos here. That's not right. And oh, he likes Freak Bob. Interesting. V-Draft got some feelings for Freak Bob? Question mark, question mark. TGI Slop. Fox Bows in the 12. And Kagura in the 175. And Giovanni for DoorDash in the 51. And Wicked, a.k.a. Football Pro, as most of you know him by. Also TR. How many TRI drives we have now? I think we're just down with 1. And Wicked with the 8 is a Colors driver. Oh, that's right. I am driving. Oops. That's my bad. I was able to look at chat to update myself. I was like, okay, who are we missing? There's 1 driver we're missing now. It was me. Countdown has started. Gonna get in the lane with nobody in it. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're off. And solos number 3. 2 backward starts. That usually doesn't work well. Pancake upside down. Horrible wreck. Dragon was out front. Going to be overtaken by Kagura. Side by side with me and Kagura. I take the lead. That's going to be short-lived. Big run from the DoorDash driver of Giovanni. But I get a little bit of help from V-Draft. This is a pretty narrow map. It is relatively hard. Oh, that's a new scheme for football. Gotta get used to calling him Wicked. No longer called Football Pro. There's his 14. Currently P1. Oh, huge run for 3 Rad. Gives me a huge push. You know what? I will say I do like the newly added bump draft feature that BBR has added. Where if someone's got a bunch of speed, they can transfer that to you, but you don't hold on to it for very long. I like that feature a lot. Oop, 3 Rad almost wrecks into me. He saves it. Very, very spread out field. I mean, we got like 6 to 7 in front, and everybody else is further back. I'm sorry to Kagura. Sorry the Wicked. I'm all over the track. As Dragon leads the field. In her number 64, Watermelon RC. Is there Watermelon RC Cola? I know there was some talk in chat before about some fake RC Cola flavors. Is there really an RC Cola watermelon flavor? I just find that a little hard to believe. The watermelon is fictional. Okay. Okay, so it is a fake flavor. Some of the flavors are real, some of them are fake. How many flavors of RC Cola are there? And is it enough to field and fill up like 8 to 9 cars worth? That's a good question. And surprisingly, watermelon drinks you think would taste good, but they don't. Like, I've had watermelon water before, or watermelon juice, however you want to call it, and it's just not it. It just does not taste right. You thought it would taste good. It's got a little bit of a fruit flavor. It's like just water, pretty much, with some sugar and the watermelon flavor. Thought it tastes good? Nope, does not. Highly would not recommend it, drinking it. All right, getting closer to the end. Everybody's slowing down. Everybody's coming almost to a complete stop. Some of these guys. All right, here we go. This is going to get bad. Trying to stay focused. Get a big draft here. Who's in the lead? It's football. A.K.A. Wicked. Sorry, I was focused there. Lack of commentary. He's going to get the win. Barely wins over V-Draft. V-Draft almost went back-to-back in the solos races. He's going to get second. Third is Dragon Slayer. Fourth is me. Fifth is 3Rad. Sixth, Giovanni. Seventh is IZV. Eighth is Get Out. And ninth is Nathan. 3 drivers not getting points is Pancake Bopo and TGI Slop. No, I believe I'm also in this race. Yes, I'm actually in the next pair of duos races. So I will spawn my car in now so I don't forget and look like a fool. Making it, holding everybody up. So we get a bunch of server lag. Spawning in the new map. And there goes Nebulon off the cliff. Alright, let's put Football Pro's name, a.k.a. Wicked Fatters, name in the win column for solos number 3. So far we've had a Rago Racing win solos 1. Solos 2 was won by Trackhouse Ganassi, and then Colors Racing and solos 3. Mighty is Creeper Boy there. I do not see him, no. No, he's not in the server right now. While we get lined up for Duos 1A, let's talk about this weekend's sponsor. Big thanks to eesmal the Cat for sponsoring this weekend's BSBL Cup and Junior races. The eesmal 500 you're watching. Just posted in the chat a link to his latest music release, Undercover. You can find that on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Deezer, Spotify, and also YouTube. He will also be sponsoring us again in the 7th week of BSBL. Thanks to him for that. Who do we got here? Who are we missing? We got 10, 11. Missing 1 driver, which I think is not... I don't know who that is. Got 2 new comms. Got 2 Saubers. 2 Culvers. 2 RC Colas. 2 Rago Race. Oh, we are missing a Volvo. Now, something that's very un-Volvo-like is to not be within the top 2 in the standings. That is, that's very, very uncommon for them to not be within the top 2 in the standings. And they're currently P3. So they need all the points they can get. keep up their momentum that they've been holding on since season 11. In either division, they haven't finished worse than second. Oop, that was close. Gotta be very careful at Canyon Run. There's no invisible wall here. If you get some airtime, like he does, he's over the map. Is Nebulon gonna go over too? He's still getting airtime. Who the heck was that? Was that Yee? I think that was Yee who went over the map. Just as I was saying that. There is no catch fence. There is no invisible wall. If you get some airtime and you get close to the wall, you're heading over. Just like he did. This also is a relatively short map, so it is harder. Oh, Storm Chaser I get into. That could have been really bad. Glad nothing came of that. But yeah, this map is not the longest one, so if you fly off the map, that's pretty much it. Especially this part of the race. 3 wide for the lead. Me, Rocket, and Krabby. Now Storm Chaser decides to make it. Oh, now we got 5 wide for just a split second. I get a run from Freak Bob. Me and Storm Chaser side by side for the lead. Freak Bob takes the top now. Nebulon back from his horrible flying experience. Blood thought he was a plane. Realized he was a race car. Now he's back up to P1. Alright, guys, just a little bit longer. Just get through this last section without flipping over. And they're going to do it. Now we go over some of these ramps. Past halfway point of this race. Then this map splits into 2. Now, unlike Sonoma Hills where it splits in the middle, this splits for the rest of the map. So you have to be very careful which side you choose. Oh, I'm on my side here. Maxie comes to a complete stop. I do appreciate that. It wasn't totally his fault. That was a little bit of a wall glitch. Not going to pin that on him. But yeah, be very careful with which side you choose, whether it's left or right. And it's not like a left or right Twix, where they're pretty much the same, even though some people will tell you otherwise. This one actually does matter. Which side are they going to go to? Left or right? You want to go with the most amount of cars as you can. We already got guys coming almost to a complete stop. Looks like they're all going to go to the right side. Yep, that's what's going to happen. And this doesn't go well for me. I'm going to try and catch up. Just not working out. Someone's far in the lead. I don't know who that is. Oh, car flipping. Multiple cars flipping. I'm going to try and go over them. Meanwhile, out front, it's Storm Chaser. Is it going to be Canoe or Storm Chaser? Canoe beats him at the line. Canoe for RC Cola is going to get the win. Second is Storm Chaser. Third, Maxie. Fourth, Rocket Eagle. Fifth, Nebulon. Sixth is V. Seventh, Krabby. Eighth, Crabats. Ninth, Dragon Slayer. And the 2 drivers not getting points is going to be, sadly, me and Alex. For Audi and Newcom. Uh-oh. We got 3 votes for Classic Hills. Yep, we're going to be getting a Classic Hills race. We got some entertainment coming up here in a second. Yeah, I just hit the ramp wrong. One up and over. Slowed all my momentum, so that was quite depressing. But that's alright. I have another chance for it later. And who didn't make any mistakes was Canoe. RC Cola gets the win in Duos 1A. That was a close finish between Canoe and Storm Chaser. Thought Storm Chaser were going to have it at the line. Canoe got there just in time. Been a little bit since Storm Chaser's gotten a win. It's once we introduce the Ultimate Drivers Challenge, which is the most winningest drivers throughout the season. It's kind of like the BSBL playoffs, much of a playoff that we can have in a game like BBR. Storm Chaser won that. He is an MVP champion. And he had a fantastic season. His second season in BSBL was awesome. He had a bunch of wins, had some absolute clutch moments fighting with Melboy. And he got it done at the last second. Since then, Storm Chaser's just been just a bit short like that. I stopped completely like Mighty was actually in the car. Yeah, I do appreciate you stopping. That was, I do appreciate that. It was just BBR physics. I mean, he barely got into me. I hit the wall, and then I clipped and went upside down. I've always had a problem at the early portions of the season. I shouldn't really say it was a problem. Early portions of the season have always been really, really good. Second half of the season, I just fall off a cliff. These few last race days, 4 race days into the season, I have not been very good so far. I am P11 in the stands, you see at the top there, but hasn't been great for me. 4 seconds until we start. Say maybe it flips. Maybe I'll be good in the second half this time. Green flag. Nighttime racing at Classic Hills, Duos 1B. Do we have everybody? Based on how fast that countdown was, I want to say yeah. Think we do. Oh, Yeet beat Rex. Up and over goes him. Thanks, IXC for the follow. And Chaos down the hill. Anyone going to fly over the map? Nope. Just a lot of cars very slowly sliding down. Funny, Isaac finally gets back on his roof. What changed in BBR for that to happen? It was never like that. You never slowly slid down the hill. Oh, someone jumped out of their car. TGI slop. No. He has jumped out of his car. It is gone. If he resets now, he might be able to catch up in time. Oh, 2 cars stopped. That's a killer driver and somebody else. Giovanni doing gymnastics. Front flips. Back flips. On his roof. And gets a concussion from AJ. Here's Dub Mac for Killer Motorsports. Narwhal currently stuck. Going the wrong way. Further up front, who is that up there? Is that Litme? Yep, it is. Litme out front. Darth Vino second, and Yeetbeat has climbed his way back to the front after that early wreck. Very cautious up the ramp. Besides Litme, he was on his roof, and he's going to lose the lead. Now it's between Darth Vino and Yeetbeat, who have taken it very conservatively, unlike everybody else behind them. Oh, Horrid flips back there in the pack. That was Narwhal, who gets clipped by Wicked and is going to wreck him too. So it's Wicked, Narwhal, and Isaac. You know, after all this, TGI actually might be able to make it back in time. AJ is still having struggles. Now back up to the front with the main 6 drivers. 6-car breakaway for the lead. V-Draft in the lead. Gets overtaken by Litme. The Killer Motorsports driver, which is that 5 right there. That's Dub Mac. He getting some help from teammate Darth Vino. Now pair of killer drivers in the front. AJ down. I hate this track. It is my favorite track, but I do agree. It can get your blood boiling sometimes with how random it can be. There's TGI Slop, still struggling. Not entirely out of the realm of possibility for him to catch up. It's gonna come down to the wire. Oh, front flip for Isaac. Back up front. Ultra Jacks. Dub Mac in V Draft. Gonna be 4 wide up the random map. Be careful here, guys. Random ramp. Everybody wrecks. Besides Yeetbeat, who gets through. AJ horribly flipping back there. The only driver to make it through that really in one piece and avoid everybody was Yeetbeat himself. Currently sits P3 in the driver standings as of yesterday. Ford performance, but he's got some company behind him. They've caught back up. Be very careful around the pillars. Oh, we got someone that's going to hit the pillars. Maybe. No, they avoid it. I don't know who that was back there. Maybe AJ. No, it was Narwhal. No, Giovanni. My bad. Looks like we're going to have 10 cars in contention for the win. AJ down out front in the 33. Darth Vino in first. Gets a push from his teammate. He ends up in the wall. Help from behind. Multiple drivers in the wall still. Everybody's wrecking. Darth Vino on his roof. Giovanni in the lead. V-Draft now in the lead. Side by side, V-Draft gets his second win of the day. Giovanni second. Third, Wicked Fatter. Fourth, Yeetbeat. Fifth, AJ down. Sixth, Funny Isaac. Seventh, Ultra Jacks. Eighth, Dubmac and Lipmeek in the last points paying position. Darth Vino and TGI Slop and also Narwhal will be the ones to not score points in this race. That was a very chaotic end. V-Draft. Trackhouse Ganassi Racing. Making some noise today. Second win of the day. And his other race was in Solos 3, and he got second. So V-Draft has gotten first, second, and first in his 3 races today. Great showing from the Trackhouse Ganassi driver. As we head on over to Duos 2A. As I should, time to spawn in my car. This is my last race of the day. Hopefully it goes better. Hopefully it's better than my last one. Going to be Cliffside Ride. My car, Sabre Motorsports, Pac-Man, Bopo in the base 9, Alex 62, 3Rad, and the 8. So while we get everybody in for this race, I'm going to properly acknowledge something that I have not acknowledged. Well, we haven't acknowledged for much longer than we should have waited. These are all, every single... If it's going to load for me. There it is. Every single driver of the week that we've missed. I was like, what was it? Like 4 weeks last season we missed. Here are the driver of the weeks for both Cup and Junior. We had Alex win driver of the week twice for the Junior Series. Liverpool got it for Austin Martin. Darkness Raptors got it for Colors. Dark Waynes once again got driver of the week. Another one. And Tuna Fish got a driver of the week as well. I think that might be a duplicate, though. I don't know if he got 2 driver of the weeks back to back. He might have. Sorry if I messed that up. But we're off. We're green flag. Just gonna get out here. Then I'll put down this media here. Hopefully I'm not wrecked. All right, we're good. We're off at Cliffside Ride. I just wanted to properly acknowledge that. I'll also acknowledge the team of the weeks that we've missed. The last 4 weeks were a little rough in getting those out. We do apologize for that. We wanted to, even if it's really late, we still want to acknowledge those drivers and teams that performed very well last season. And we'll hopefully have driver and team of the week out hopefully tomorrow for both this week and last week. Alex out front for Newcom. Now Creeper Boy takes the lead. Now this is a very unique map. It's typically not too chaotic. It's not one of the more chaotic maps. The only time it gets chaotic is when the track funnels down. That's typically when problems occur, when we get wrecks. You'll see it here if you don't know what I'm talking about. I should be arrested for saying a single good word about Classic Hills. I like the track. I'm sorry. I just do. It can be a little random from time to time. But, I mean, it's BBR. It's a given. I like the chaoticness of it. I like avoiding the chaos. That's the most fun part for me. Getting some help from Serial. That's a Volvo driver. I'm going to put myself in the wall. Storm Chaser was in the lead. That's going to be overtaken by Krabby. This is when the track funnels down and when big wrecks can happen. Everyone stays to the far enough to the right so that doesn't happen. Oh, there's a wreck. That was RC Cola's 96. Oh, he gets into 11. They're both upside down on their roof. A little past halfway. They'll have enough time to recover. Creeper Boy still out front. Getting some pressure from the Volvo driver of Serial. Recently hired by that team. They saw something in him. And usually if you're a Volvo driver, things go pretty well for you. Whether it's in the Cup or Junior Series, they always seem to perform. So a lot of eyes on Serial. See if he'll be able to live up to that. Live up to the Volvo name. All right, this is we got about a minute or so left of this map. Storm Chaser almost turned off the nose of Creeper Boy. That's a Sauber driver. Getting a push from my teammate. We're currently sitting 1-2. Storm Chaser in third. Big line of draft behind me. Gonna try and catch up with these guys. Well, back up to these guys. As we get closer to the end. And Cliffside Ride. Here we go. Krabby's in the lead. Getting a push from 3Rad. I think I've got it. Or is it going to be Vokey? Or maybe Storm Chaser? No, I get the win. Beat Vokey across the line. She finishes second. Third is 3Rad. Fourth is Storm Chaser. Fifth, Creeper Boy. Sixth, Serial. Seventh, Krabby. Eighth, Bopo. And last points pan position goes to Rez Livin, which is an RC Cola driver. Yee and Alex do not get points this race. That was a nice change of pace. Didn't have one single podium this season. And my first podium ends up in a win. So I'm going to put my name in the duo's 2B or 2A win column for Sauber Motorsports. I wonder if that is Sauber's first. I don't think it's their first win. It is their first win this season, unless they won one yesterday and I'm missing somebody. But I don't think they did. I think that was their first win this season. Has anybody not won this season? I know DoorDash hasn't won, and Killer Motorsports hasn't won as well. Those two teams are currently still winless. Yeah, but those variables are just luck of the draw because you could slow down for jumps and still flip like a gymnast. Yeah, it is still random. Like, I won't argue with that. It is still random even if you do take a conservative. But there's certain things you can do to lessen your chances of wrecking. I've seen it happen. I've been able to do it. But I do understand. It is our first win for Sauber Motorsports. I'm glad I could get that done for you guys. Much needed win for me and the team. Now it's just going to be a battle between DoorDash and Killer Motorsports. Which one of them can get a win and not be the last one to get a win on a team win to start the season? I see a few drivers back there. I think I see 2, so that means we're going to be missing 1 driver. We should have 12. See 2 Fords, 2 DoorDash. 01 is Fox Bose Racing. We got 2 Fox Bose drivers. 2 Killer drivers. So we're missing a Colors Racer. There's Vistafer and Gary. The Colors Racing duo. And Trackhouse Ganassi is all we're missing now. We've got 1 of them. Funny Isaac. And V-Draft has hit his max for the day. And I don't see Ninja Steel either, which is the owner of Trackhouse Ganassi. Haven't seen him race too much. I don't think he's raced at all this week, actually. So missing him. And that's why we only have 1 Trackhouse Ganassi driver here. Voki TRI came in clutch on that duos for me. yeah. There was a lot of actually orderly bump drafting at the end of that duos 2A race. Somebody was pushing me. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to look back at the stream. Remember your name. But someone was pushing me. Someone was pushing Voki. Someone to the left of me was getting pushed too. I think it was like 3 cars deep as well. Surprisingly orderly finish. Green flag. We're at Darlington. Duos 2B. You know what? Let's take a look at a new car. Let's try and go on board with one of them. Try and make it a new next gen. Is this one new? Yes, it is. We're on board with Narwhal. I know some of you guys didn't like this last time. I'm giving it another shot. There's a bunch of contact in front of him. I think this view's kind of cool. I'll hang on there for a little bit. John's in the lead. Getting a push from his teammate Yeet Beat. Narwhal trying to find a hole to get in to get some draft. 48 goes in front of him. Oh, he tries to make some room. That's going to get Josh squirrely. And now it's DoorDash 1-2. Tezar out front and Narwhal in second. I don't know if you guys like that view. I'll check chat now. Let me know if you like that or not. It's not like NASCAR where we got a bunch of different camera views to choose from. I mean, it's just spectate here. You just spectate the driver, or you can do onboard like this, which I think looks pretty cool, especially in the new next-gen interior that BBR updated with. Got the buttons here, shifter, dashboard. Doesn't work, but still cool. And you got the wheel. I mean, you could actually like drive in the cockpit if you felt like it. Let's spectate somebody else. Pair of Fox Bose racers, 1-2. Killer Motorsports, 24 and 48. Dark making some contact. I like to view more variety, but maybe don't do it too much in case penalties. Yeah, this would only be something that would last a little bit. It wouldn't be something that would, I wouldn't do it when they're finishing. I would do it probably earlier on in the race, if at all. Dorito Man, P1, getting some help from Narwhal. So we're actually approaching the end of this map. Got about 25 seconds left. We have all 12 drivers in here. Oh, that's right. Now we're missing we're missing a Trackhouse. Missing Ninja Steel. Ninja is on holiday, I see. Unable to show up today. Alright, who's going to do it? Let's stay on board with... Wow, these guys are really slowing down. Where's Dark? I want to stay on board with Dark. I don't think he's actually going to... Well, it's going to be really close if he makes it in time. Yeah, I'm going to stay on board with Dark. Trying to get the slipstream. 48 gets in his way. Might have hurt his run. Yeepy with a run. Dorito Man, Ultra Jacks. No, Narwhal steals it with DoorDash. Just as I said, who was going to be last? Who was going to be the team to get the win first? Was it going to be Killer or DoorDash to not be the only team without a win? And DoorDash responds. Narwhal himself gets the win. Second, Ultra Jacks. Third, Yeet Beat. Fourth, Nacho. Fifth, Tezar. Sixth, Darkwayne. Seventh, Funny Isaac. Eighth, Joppy. And ninth is Real John. Brief Roblox and Father don't get points. Or Father. They will not get points this race. Narwhal for DoorDash. First win for that team this season. Now the only team without a win is Killer Motorsports. See if they'll be able to respond in the final race of the day. And sponsors. Nebulon in the 63. Rocket Eagle in, well, I think he's still got to load in his scheme. Big Mama in the 63. A Mopar Culver's livery. Voki in her typical RC Cola. 52. Then we got the 54 Corbats. Nacho, sponsor of Killer. Gonna spawn in a car, I'd assume, in a little bit. We've got, who's this giant? Is that Arnie? Yeah, it's Arnie. I have 200 times the size Arnie just sitting on top of the starting section. I'll just try and ignore that. Narwhal trying to get back to back for his team. Darkwaynes for Fox Bows. AJ for the Rago Racing. John for his own team, Ford Performance. And that should be everybody that I'm able to spectate. We're still missing a few drivers. We're gonna be short. We're gonna be short of Trackhouse Ganassi. This will be 11, so we should have everybody. Because I don't think Ninja Steel is gonna be able to make it for sponsors. And really quickly, before we get this race started, I would also like to give a shout out to the 4 teams of the week last season that we did not acknowledge. Austin Martin won Team of the Week. Colors Racing also won Team of the Week. Volvo, that was their final week. Week 8 was for Volvo's Team of the Week. They did absolutely dominated. They didn't even need to. They almost clinched the championship a whole race day before the finale. And they still showed up and they won like 4 or 5 races. It was crazy. And RC Cola had a very good week as well during the final 4 weeks of last season. So congrats to those 4 teams. We'll be having 2 more teams of the week. Hopefully we'll be out Monday or Tuesday. One of those days, hopefully. Probably going to be dealing with penalties and stuff, so probably expect that Tuesday. These penalties will take priority. 10 seconds. Final race of the day. Here we go. Green flag is out. We're underway at Sonoma Hills. Krabat's on his side. Lucky there's an invisible wall there, or he would have flown off. Darkwayne's on his roof. Off in the grass. A lot of wrecks early. These guys going crazy. Rocket out front, P1. Big Mama for Culver's. Gets hit in the wall. Going to lose some spots. Oh, a bunch of contact for P1. 4 wide for a first. Dorito Man with Nacho. Killer Motorsports. Warner Cable. Time Warner Cable. Is that an actual sponsor? Because I know you're... Is that an actual sponsor? I don't know. It looks like it would be. If it's not, then still good job. Looks nice. Oh, got a wreck. Multiple cars. Barrel rolling goes Nacho. Voki's involved. Narwhal is still trying to recover. Mighty, I'm not 93. I'm number 7. That is right. You are number 7. I'm surprised I didn't update that. That's on my bad. It should definitely be 7. Oh, these guys are going to go for the middle. 4 drivers go for the middle. Yeah, screw the system. They tell me to go left. They tell me to go right. No, I go my way. I go through the middle. But yeah, sorry about that, Canoe. I'll try and update. I'll update your number for next week. Yeah, it's a real sponsor. Mighty Casey Kane ran it when he was at Hendrick. He did. I did not know that. Did not know it's a real sponsor. I didn't know Casey Kane ran it either. That does explain Casey running it, because, you know, Killer Motorsports is pretty much just like Hendrick Motorsports. It is the Hendrick Motorsports of BSBL, with all their with the numbers and the fonts and the sponsors and the schemes. Mirrors Hendrick a lot, so not surprising there. Front 3, couldn't get that out. Wreck, Dorito Man, AJ, and Nebulon. Now we got a 4-car breakaway on the right side of the map. Narwhal out front, Gary second. Well, now he's third. Kravats gets the second, and Big Mama side by side with him. Did anybody go to the left side? Yes, 2 drivers only. Voki and Darkwains. I'm sure they're probably enjoying the peace and quiet over here when these guys are going crazy on the right side. Here's AJ in the Costco, 26. As the left and right sides now begin to merge. One final time today and for the week. Sponsors race. Who's going to get the last win of the day? All 11 cars are still alive. As I say that, Dark is flipping on his roof. He's got plenty of time to recover, though. Nebula on the side to take the scenic route, one under the bridge. See him right there. And now we go to the final stretch. Who do we think is going to win? Who do I think is going to win? I think it's going to be between AJ and Voki. Ooh, magnet glitch with AJ and Rocket. They were going slow, though. They saved it. Nebulon and Dark. Tandem drafting. AJ almost wrecks off the nose of Rocket. In fact, I'm going to stay on Rocket. Because these guys are really far back. Are they going to catch up in time? I don't know. I don't think they're going to make it. Rocket might, though. Voki's one of my picks to win. Oh, it's going to be so close whether these guys make it or not. They're going to get here. Yep, they're going to get here at the very, very last second. Pushes Voki. Nothing makes of it. Kravats with a huge run to the right side. Though Big Mama for Culver's side-by-side finish with him and Voki. On the leaderboard, it says that Big Mama beat Voki by 1/1000th of a second. Photo finish. Culver's racing with Big Mama gets the win. Second, Voki. Third, Kravats. Fourth, AJ. Fifth, Brief Full Blocks Master. Sixth, Nacho. Seventh, Rocket. Eighth, Real John. Ninth, Nebulon. 10th, Darkwains. And Narwhal ends up finishing in P11. So the last win of the day in the week is going to go to Culver's. Big Mama. Timed it just perfect at the end. Voki almost had it. Almost had it at the end. We know Voki always does good in sponsors. Don't know why. It just does. It came up 1/1000th short. But to recap one more time. On the week, Rago gets the first win in Solos 1. V-Draft gets a pair of wins in Solos 2 and Duos 1B, and also a second in Solos 3, which was won by Wicked Fatter for Colors Racing. Duos 1A was won by Canoe. Duos 2A was won by yours truly for Sauber Motorsports. Duos 2B was won by Narwhal. And then the sponsors race was won by Big Mama. Well, that'll conclude BSBL racing this weekend. Week 2 is in the books. Race day number 4 is also in the books. See you guys next week for probably one of the most chaotic race days of the entire season coming up, where we have alternate format on Saturday, and the crazy format makes its return. It's going to be more crazy than ever on Sunday. Thanks for Eesmal the Cat for sponsoring this entire week. He'll be back for another sponsorship in the 7th week of BSBL. Make sure to check out his music. I'll do one more plug in the chat. If you're interested in listening to his music, you can find it on Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Deezer, and of course YouTube. And if you're just happen to be new to the league, just happen to stumble across this stream, we're a Backstretch Battles League for the game Backstretch Battles on Roblox, where we have 2 divisions, Cup and Junior Series. There's an invite to the Discord server in case you would be interested in joining. Thanks, everybody, for watching the stream. Congrats to all of our winners, and I will see you guys next week. Take care.